This is Talk of the Town, a weekly program featuring community events happening in and around Northeast Michigan, with your host, Nancy Smitham, and get the latest from Alpena Community College with Don McMaster. And now, today's Talk of the Town.
Good morning and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Nancy Smitham. My first guest today is Jessica Luther from Alpena County Library. Good morning, Jessica.
Good morning, Nancy.
So I want to know how Hamilton went. Last month you partnered with CMU and I wasn't able to make it, so I'm wondering how it went.
We had a really good turnout. WCMU was very excited. We previewed 40 minutes of the documentary Hamilton's America, and then we also got a really neat sneak preview of the PBS Fall Arts Festival that they're airing every Friday night on PBS.
And then the next morning they broadcast from there.
They did, and it was one of the first days of their fund drive, so they had contests and giveaways, and they talked to a lot of area organizations. Chris Witolski from the Besser Museum came and was talking about all their fun updates. And it was really exciting to have them in the library. It was a nice hustle and bustle. There was classical music playing in the background, and patrons seemed to really enjoy that.
Oh, I bet.
And we're really excited about looking into further opportunities with WCMU and bringing them not just to the library, but to Alpena in general.
Very good. Well, there's no better organization in a community that does partnerships than Alpena County Library.
Well,
so I know
you.
I'll be watching for more to come. So what's going to happen this month?
Well, Special Collections is really on a roll this month.
Ooh, okay.
Tomorrow they have Stephanie Gandula from NOAA will be coming, and at 6:30 p.m. she's going to be presenting Bringing the Ocean to Eye Level. And during that, she's going to be talking about her time with the Sedna expedition that she did over the summer. And Sedna was a 10-woman team of scientists, artists who went to the Arctic region, and they were training Inuit women and girls in different STEM activities and education. So she's going to have a lot of amazing photographs and videos. And then she's also going to be talking about her upcoming trip next summer, where they're going to do a 100-mile snorkel trip. Wow. Is that 100 mile? It might be 100. Yes, it's 100 miles through the Northwest Passage.
Wow.
So Stephanie's just an amazing presenter. She's really exciting to listen to.
She is, and the trips that she gets to go on are trips that only a very limited amount of people in the whole entire world will ever get to experience.
It's a very elite group of people, and it's really exciting to have someone like that here.
Yes.
And then to have her come to the
share.
library. Yes. So after that, we have Create Family Moments in Social Media, Thursday, November the 10th.
Okay.
And that's at 6:30. And our Special Collections staffer, Norma Alexander, is going to be presenting on Adobe Spark, which helps people learn how to do posts and pages and even videos using their family photos, different documents, and all sorts of amazing things that they can share, you know, not just physically in a photo album, but they can email it to people. They can put it on Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, whatever social media they happen to use. And it's a free class, which is very hard to come by.
Yes.
And the only thing with that is people will need to register in advance for that by calling the library. And computer experience and an Adobe account is a must if you want to take the class. And I believe it's limited to 10 people, and I believe there are only 5 spots left, so people should sign up quickly.
Yes, 356-6188.
Yes, and extension 17 is Special Collections, and they will take the registration.
All right.
And then on November 21st, we have Presque Isle Historical Museum Director Mark Thompson coming, and he's going to be presenting on the 50th anniversary of the wreck of the Nordmeer.
Wow.
And the Nordmeer was a German ship that wrecked right off the coast of Thunder Bay Island in 1966. And it's actually, you can still, and I'm sure everyone around here knows, you can still see part of it poking out of the water. So he's going to be doing a program on that to commemorate the 50th anniversary of that. And that's November 21st at 6:30.
That was an amazing time, and it was like everyone around the world was watching and listening, and people from here. It was just something that we were a part of. It was hard to believe that, you know, it was happening in our own backyard.
Now, it's really cool, and sometimes it's funny. You have to take a minute and think about all the amazing things that have happened here, and it's a great place to be.
It sure is.
So they've definitely been busy in Special Collections. And then we've got some other general programming going on. We've started a new program every Tuesday night, and it's free. Everyone can come, whoever's interested, and do stitching at the library. Tuesdays at 6 o'clock, and you can bring your knitting, you can bring your crocheting, you can bring your needlepoint, your embroidery, whatever it is you like to do. And it's just a very informal sit and relax and knit and chat and share a few laughs. And it's our new assistant director, Susan Jacobs, started this program.
Oh,
and
all right.
It's gotten a good response so far. And then we have Gary Bauer returning. He does his monthly educational seminars, and that is November the 13th at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
And this one, he is going to be mainly focusing on the ins and outs of paying for short-term and long-term nursing care. You know, it's
Okay.
not something a lot of people think about. Something happens, you fall, you break something, and then your loved one is in rehab and you're not quite sure how you're going to pay for that.
Yes.
You don't know if Medicare is going to cover it or if your health insurance is going to cover it. So he's going to go through all of that, and that is the 13th at 2. And as always, his presentations are free, and he
there's-
doesn't ask for anything in return.
Right, and he's real easy to understand, and he does a great job.
He does, and we're really grateful to Alpena Elkona Area Credit Union for helping bring him to the library every month. And then we are really excited because the Community Foundation has once again selected the library to be a participant in the Giving Tuesday program.
Great.
And that is the follow-up to Black Friday. After a weekend spent of consumerism, we encourage people to, on Tuesday the 29th of November, to give a little back. It's a day of philanthropy, so they will have an online giving portal through their website, and you can look at all the different organizations that are participating, and you can give to I believe they have up to 30 different nonprofits participating for that. And we are very grateful that they're handling all the mechanisms and everything, and that's a lot of administrative work on their part, and it really takes a load off of us, and so we can focus a little more on serving the community while they're helping us get some more funding.
Very good.
And then finally, something that we are reaching out to the community for is we have an exhibit coming in March of next year, and it's World War I in America. And while it's focusing on the history, it's also focusing on the long-term, lasting, and cultural impact on America that World War I had. And as part of that, we're going to be doing some programming and outreach with veterans and their families locally. But another part of that is we are asking families who have letters at home or recordings or anything in terms of memorabilia from any member of their family from any of the wars.
Okay.
We are asking them to come to the library. We can make a copy of it and upload it to our digital database.
Wonderful. So once again, you can stop by or give you a call, 356-6188. And we'd love to see you come in and share your stuff with our whole community.
Yes, we have a wonderful special collections staff that is always there to help our patrons and share the information.
We're out of time. Thank you so much, Jessica.
Thank you.
I'll be right back with Kat Tomaszewski following these messages. Hi, welcome back. My last guest today, as promised, is Kat Tomaszewski from Besser Museum. Good morning, Kat.
Good morning.
So I know before you came here today, I knew we were going to start out talking about Season of Light.
Yes. Oh, the museum, it looks like Christmas exploded, and it's fantastic.
Wow, already.
Yes.
Yay.
We've got all the trees out. We're getting ready to decorate, and Season of Light is our big festival of the year. And this year it's even bigger because, as you know, we've been campaigning all year for our 50th anniversary.
Yes.
To make a lot of really big changes in the museum, one of them being our planetarium project. So we were upgrading our original 1966 Spitz Sky Ball, and we upgraded it just this year to a brand new state-of-the-art digital system.
Amazing, and I'm so excited about that.
It's absolutely, there aren't words sometimes to describe how amazing it is. We went through the training, we've all learned how to use it, and we're excited to have a soft opening of the digital system for our Season of Light celebration this year.
Okay, yay.
So the whole theme is called Stars of Wonder, a Celestial Celebration. And we're pulling out some of the great star lore, some of the Native American stories, the Roman stories, the Greek stories. We're using a lot of the animals in our lore level to kind of bring these legends to life.
Yay.
And then our planetarium shows hopefully will include a lot of those legends as well.
So that's the 19th.
November 19th at 6 o'clock from 6 to 8:30.
Okay. And do we have to call in advance or just show up?
So advanced ticket sales only.
Okay.
They're $15 and you can get them right at the museum.
Okay.
You can call over the phone. We can process it that way.
Okay.
And then you can pick up your tickets the night of the event, or you can just stop in and visit us. We always like that too.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, and I just encourage everyone out there watching to please come. It's that planetarium is going to be unbelievable.
It will be, and we really have some great institutions and groups to thank for the fact that we have the planetarium installed so quickly. We started our planetarium project last year with Giving Tuesday, which is coming up again in just a little under a month, I think. And we had 2 big grants. We had a great grant from Makaka for $65,000, and that was a one-on-one matching grant.
Okay.
And then we also had another grant from the Besser Foundation, and then along with some amazing community supporters, we were able to purchase the system.
And that's amazing, because it was a lot of money to raise, but it was not a daunting task for you folks at all. You just jumped right in and did it.
We did, and we have a great board, and our director, Chris Witulski, is amazing. Just amazing.
Okay, so what else can we expect for Season of Lights?
So we have some of our traditional things like the Trees of Nations.
Okay.
We talk about all of the Christmas traditions from all over the world. It's so neat. It really puts it in perspective and shows you that a lot of the traditions we have now in America come from all of these other countries and have been brought here. And so that's really neat. And then we're getting ready for our community trees. We like to feature about 20 different community organizations every year, give them a little place to shine and showcase who they are and what they do.
Do you have all your people already?
We do.
Okay.
We already have a waiting list for next year.
Wow, amazing.
So if you're interested in having your organization on there, you can always call the museum for next year already.
Right.
And then our juried art just opened, and that will be on display as well during Season of Light.
Okay, and what does that show?
So our juried art this year, I believe it was the 22nd we opened it, and Kim Dement came in and chose all the pieces. And what's really interesting is this year, the pieces that placed were all 3-dimensional.
Wow.
So that's really unusual, but really unique as well.
It would be.
So that's on display, and we're really excited for school groups this year. Really using the planetarium to get them excited and just share all of that star lore with them. We really have to thank Judy Dolly, who was my 7th grade World Studies teacher.
Okay.
And she was amazing. She's done a lot of decorating and work at the museum, as well as Betsy Willis, Delynn Medina, and her mom, Marilyn Thom.
Okay.
Yep. And so we really have some great volunteers that have come together to put on the Season of Light this year.
And now in the past, some groups and organizations have come in and actually had their Christmas luncheons and things there. Is that still a possibility?
Absolutely. We have already 3 or 4 Christmas parties planned.
Okay.
So that's great. It's a great atmosphere for that. So festive and fun, and you don't have to decorate at home then or anywhere else. You know, you can come in, use our decorations, use some of the fun festivities. We can tie in planetarium shows to these Christmas parties. It's unlimited possibilities.
And we want to encourage those groups, you know, church, fraternal, civic, all those wonderful groups to come in as a group, go through the museum, go to the planetarium, see the shows, and, you know, use the facility that's in our backyard that is so phenomenal.
Yes, absolutely. And the only thing I should mention is that the planetarium is not open on Saturdays yet.
Okay.
We're still working on getting the planetarium shows regular again, but we will have that soft opening on the 19th.
So come on the 19th. Anything else happening there?
Oh, just a lot of fun stuff. We're really excited for what this opens up for us next year.
Oh, I can imagine.
Some of the possibilities. Working with the community, we have a lot of great community organizations that can come in and use the planetarium to showcase what they do. We've already talked about working with the Marine Sanctuary, with Starbase. We've had high school and college students that we're working to train, so that way the planetarium can be a resource to the community.
Well, and it will be. I'm excited about that. And also, too, you know, we're getting near the year end. If someone would like to make a donation, or if you're looking for a new group to volunteer with next year, you know, what a better group than come and learn how to be a docent, learn all the wonderful stuff. Or like you said, with all those wonderful people who are helping you decorate, maybe you just like to decorate and you don't really like to do it that much at home anymore. Come on down and help you.
Well, we're definitely always looking for volunteers, whether you can give us 2 hours a week, 2 hours a month, or 2 hours a year. We love to have people come in and to get to know them and have them help us out.
And the museum store, some good items in there too.
We have lots of great items for Christmas this year.
Okay.
One of the things that is still a staple in our store is Judy Dolly's A Year in Alpena, that book, and a lot of her prints. I know I have given, I don't know how many gifts of that book because it's so great. It makes a great gift for graduation,
Yes.
presents, wedding gifts, and Christmas presents. I don't want to tell my mom, but I just bought her Christmas present today, and it was a year in Alpena.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, I'm anxious to see that book. I haven't seen it yet.
It's amazing. It just really encapsulates what Alpena is and how special this town is.
Okay, if someone wants more information on everything we've talked about, what's the best way to get that information?
Right on our website at
Okay.
bessermuseum.org,
Okay.
or to call us at 356-2202.
Okay, I want to thank you very much for being here, Kat. I'm looking forward to coming on the 19th and seeing the great new planetarium up and running.
We're excited. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Please stay tuned for Dr. Don McMaster following these messages.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Dr. Don McMaster. I'm president of Alpena Community College, and I'm pleased to have as our guest this morning Alicia Hudala, ACC student. Welcome, Alicia.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. So, for those of us who are working this summer and were around and saw the grounds and how beautiful they looked, we don't necessarily know who to credit for that, but a lot of that credit goes to you.
Thank you.
So how did you get looped into being our go-to groundskeeper for the summer?
Well, I had work study from financial aid, and I went in there and said, well, what can I do? I'm willing to do just about anything. And Cindy said, well, you can do the work study on the grounds. We have a lot of work to be done. I'm sure Nick would love to have you. She said, not a lot of people make it there. They usually quit within the first week. It's a lot of hard work. A lot of dirt under your nails, but I said, well, I'll try it. So I did.
You did, and you did a beautiful job. Did you have any idea what you were getting into when you started?
I did not. I did not.
Had you ever done grounds work before or anything of that nature?
Nothing but yard work, really. So it was all a learning experience. So.
Yeah, and you know, you were working around. I mean, I like that sort of work myself, and you were working around shrubs.
Yeah, lots of just everything. The flowers, the shrubs, the trees, everything.
Yes, the flowers in particular, most people I think noticed most.
Yeah, all the staff, walk back and forth from building to building and see, really see the work I did on that.
Yes. So you would be 30 hours a week or 40 hours a week pulling weeds, doing what?
Oh, I did everything from painting the trash can lids to pruning the flowers to weeding. I did a lot of flower beds that just really needed a lot of work. Putting new weed block down, planting new flowers, all that.
Yes, you are right about that. And they did need work, and they look a lot better now.
Thank you.
Yes.
It was a lot of hard work, and a lot of people came alongside me and showed me different techniques. The garden club in particular showed me a ton of new stuff that, I was all new to it, but I was definitely really willing to learn, so.
Do you realize how much you inspired the garden club?
No, not really, I guess. But they were really happy, and I loved working with them. They were all really nice and really helpful.
Well, I can tell you we had a Gardener's Appreciation Lunch in September, mid-September. And all the group that had worked on the flowers primarily came together, and they said that, well, they said two things. One was thank you to make sure you thank Alicia. So thank you on their behalf. And also that the flowers, the maintenance of the flowers, the weeding, looked better than it had in 20 years.
Wow, that's awesome to hear. I mean, a lot of people just don't really have the work ethic that I was taught as a kid, and it's just common sense to me, but it's crazy to see how much recognition I got for that. So it was really awesome.
What did you learn in working with growing things?
It's a lot of work. It's a lot more work than I ever imagined, just keeping things up, just on even such a small campus. I can't imagine like a big university. They must have tons of people doing it. But for one person to be doing just this campus, it was like crazy, crazy. There all day, sometimes like 6 days a week.
Yeah.
Just early morning till dinner time.
So do you What are some of your favorite, what do you want to do? What are you studying at the college?
I'm in the liberal arts program right now. I'm not really sure where that's going to take me. I've been just kind of waiting to see what my calling kind of is, waiting to see what I really like. I considered psychology, but I took a few courses and I was like, I couldn't do this for a job. Just isn't me. But I'm thinking about business right now. So.
And who are some of the instructors you have?
I have Dr. Petoskey and Dr. Welchak, and then I have, who else do I have? Oh, Brenda Kelly.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
They're all really, really inspirational people. They've been really helpful.
Good to hear. That doesn't surprise me.
I mean, all the teachers are just extremely, extremely good.
Good.
So.
Good to hear. Well, so you don't know what you want to do, but you've got a tremendous work ethic, and that'll take you a long way.
That'll take you a long ways. That's like the one thing I've definitely learned, is that'll take you a long ways.
It definitely will.
Even if you don't know where you're going.
Well, you figure that out along the way, I think. A lot of students do, and there's a large population of our students that transfer, and they don't know exactly what they're going to do with their lives when they start, and they don't when they transfer in a lot of cases. But ACC is a good place to figure that out. And I have to ask you one last question from a student's perspective.
Okay.
And now as somebody who's done a lot of groundskeeping and beautification work, how important is it when you first lay eyes on a place you might want to go to school, like ACC or some other place? What do you see first? Do you notice the grounds? Is that important?
Yeah, I noticed that's a huge part. I mean, I haven't visited a lot of colleges yet, but that's definitely something I notice. It really shows how much they care to put into that sort of thing, you know, and that might reflect on how they treat their students and how much they really care about you as well.
So that attention to detail translates into other things that don't have anything to do with the grounds.
Yeah, I mean, it's not all about just the way things look. It really reflects on, you know, what kind of people they are, what kind of people are running that establishment, so.
That is fascinating, and thank you for sharing it. I've heard that before, but never from a student, and never from a student who's done a lot of groundskeeping. So
well, I hope now the grounds reflect the kind of people that we are at ACC.
They do. Alicia, thank you for everything you did over the summer. I wish you great luck going forward in the future, and thank you for doing this interview, and thank you folks for watching Talk of the Town. We'll see you again next week.
This has been Talk of the Town with your hosts, Nancy Smitham and Don McMaster. For a list of events taking place in Northeast Michigan, please visit our website at wbkb11.com and click on the community link. This has been a Thunder Bay Broadcasting Corporation production.
The Talk of the Town furniture and set design are provided by Young Appliance Art Van Furniture on US 23 South in Alpena.